In the last video, we finished off writing this index function, and in this video, we're going to write the view for it because what good is a controller index function if we really don't have the view for it? So let's just start off with a div, and inside this div, we're going to have class. And the difference between this view and the other ones that we've been doing so far is that the ones we've been doing lately is inclusive of the sidebar, but for this view, we're not going to have the sidebar. When we drop the user into the catalog's index view, they're just going to have something like a search bar, kind of like what you see in Google, that allows them to search right away. So we're going to have this call MD6 and call MD push 3 to provide that kind of look. So you'll see it in action in a little bit, but let's just first write out this code first. So again, we're going to provide a title, and it's going to be search. Now we're going to open up some center tags, and inside those centers I want to open up some h1 tags, and let's just name the title search for food or grocer. Now the next thing I want to do is I want to do a form tag, and this form tag will take a root path, and the class will be input group, and the method will be a get. Now what this form tag means is that, okay, so we're going to open up a form, and when the user clicks submit, we're just going to throw them back to the root path. And our root path is pretty much Catalog's controller because we defined our root path as Catalog's hash index. So let's just throw us back to our Catalog's index function, and it'll run through this function again. So when it runs through this function, it'll look for the param search, which will lead us to run through all the code that are within these if-else statements. So that's what the form tag root path does. So let's just finish that by putting an end there. Now inside this form tag, we want a text field tag. So let's just put in text field tag, and it's going to be search, and the params are going to be search. So remember, the name of this text field tag is going to be search, and we're going to have a class, and that's going to be form control. And we're going to do a span, and the span is going to have the class of the input group button, and we're going to have a submit tag. Submit tag. The submit tag is going to say search. Name would be nil because all it does is just submits, and it's going to have a class of button default, and that's the end of that. Now that's our little search bar code, and that's pretty much all it is. What we want to do next is that, yes, we're gonna have the search bar, but this view would show something else. It'll also show all the products, the results that come up after you search. So we're gonna do a call MD10, and this part of the code will pretty much show all the results that will come up when we make a search. So if, not PHP if, but Ruby if org products is empty, then we're just not going to do anything. And then we're going to open up our else statement. Inside this else statement, we're going to have the rest of our code. So we only jump into the else statement if we actually got results back. So when we get results back, if we have a lot of results, then of course we want to paginate that. So we'll use the will paginate function again, and we're going to use query. And query is retrieved from our index function inside the Catalog's controller. Now the renderer here would be bootstrap pagination Rails, and Then we're going to open up some UL classes. This UL or UL tags, this UL will have the class of Catalogue. And just remember that pretty much all our CSS would be found here. It's not there right now, so let's just see if we could put it in. So what I want you to do here is just take the CSS that I add to the end of in the description box, and you could just copy and paste it over. If you want to customize it, again, you could customize it to however you want it to look like, but this is just how I want it to look like. But going back over here, what we want to do is we want to open up that catalog class, which we did, put in the catalogs class, and then we want to loop through all the products that we retrieved from our function. So we do org products.each do product, and don't forget to end the loop. Now we want to open up a list item, so we would do a li, and inside this li we're just gonna have a div, and this div is gonna take the class of row, so we'll just do div class row. Now I want to show the product's image, and I want to show the information right next to it. So this first part is going to be a div. So we're going to have two divs within this div class row. So we'll just open up two divs. And this first div inside row will have call md2 and the class prod image. Now, this is something that we have done many times in the past. If product image is not blank, then we're gonna show it, right? Because if we have an image, we might as well show it. Else, so let's just finish off this statement, else, and we need to put in an end as well. So if there is an image, then what you want to do is do an image tag, echo an image tag, or raise an image tag, and product image URL medium to take because our photos are saved in a medium, a thumbnail, and a large size, medium 2s, and the class would be display image. Else, what you're gonna do is you're just gonna open up another div class, and inside this div we're gonna give the class display image, and we're gonna open up an I tag here, and it's gonna take the class of fa question circle photo upload. So it'll give a question mark, and it'll give a note saying that the picture is unavailable. So that's it for the photos. In our next div tag, I keep on calling it a class, but it's really a tag. We're gonna have a class of call md8, and it's gonna have an ID of prod info. And at this point, I'm just going to leave it here because I feel like it's been quite some time already. So we're going to pick it up in the next video. Please rate, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. And you can leave your questions and comments in the comment box below, and I'll get back to them as soon as possible. Other than that, I hope you learned something, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.